Hey, I'm Grant with Grant's Game Rex, and today I want to switch it up and bring you 5 games that I did not like. I try to keep it pretty positive in my series, talk about games that I do like most of the time, but I also need you to know I'm not a corporate hack, okay? There are games out there that I don't like, and this video is to prove it to you. Now, if you like any of these games, I'm not saying you're wrong. This video is not here to attack you. We just have different tastes. That's possible. I've got different tastes than a lot of people. Like, for instance, I don't like peanut butter. I never have since I was a kid, okay? I don't like peanut butter, and to most of America, that makes me a monster. You don't like peanut butter? That's my childhood is peanut butter. Well, I don't like it, and I never have. So, these are 5 games that I didn't like. And I also want to say that none of these games are horrible. If you suggested playing one of these games, I would happily play it with you. I'm just never going to suggest it. So number 1 on this list of 5 games that I didn't care for is Tiny Epic Dinosaurs. This is a game, a worker placement game where you are building a dinosaur ranch, and you are putting meeples down and getting different dinosaurs and trying to control the areas that the dinosaurs are in. And unfortunately, this felt like checklist the game for me. It was like, okay, do this, do this, do this, do this. Where's the fun? I'm just doing a checklist, all of the... I don't want to feel like I'm doing homework when I'm playing a board game. I like some of the Tiny Epic series. Tiny Epic Galaxies, I loved. I actually put Tiny Epic Galaxies Blast Off on my top 10 games of 2020 list, but this game just did not work for me, okay? I don't want to play a to-do list. All right, next up, we have Deep Vents. I think there is a great game here. There is a great game buried under icons. And none of the icons are intuitive, and so the first like 5 times you play this game, you're just gonna be in the rule book all the time trying to figure out what the icons mean. And if you invest in this game and you play it 5 times and you're just kind of not having fun for 5 times, but then you wrap your head around the icons, I think you'll actually like this game. It's just hard to recommend when it takes that many plays to start having fun, you know? This is Icon the board game. That's what I feel like. Icon, do you want to play Icons? Then here you go, Deep Vents. Do you want to learn icons? Well, I have the game for you. It is a legitimately interesting engine building game that does some unique things. You are placing down tiles, and where you place the tiles then defines how the engine works together, and you can choose to activate a tile or use its passive ability. And I think, like I said, I think there is an interesting game here. It's just, you know, this is the to-do list game. This is the icon game, okay? So unfortunately, I just can't get behind it. Next up, we have Big Potatoes P for Pizza. And one thing I love about this game is the packaging. Big Potato does such a great job with its packaging. Look at it. You open it up and all the components are in a pizza slice. That's fun. This is a party game where you are trying to, you're putting out these little triangles, and they have different words on them, and whoever can say a word that starts with a letter that's also out on the table, one of those letters, whoever has can say a word that starts with that will earn this triangle, and you are trying to build a pizza slice. And the problem with this game is that all of these things are different on all the sides, so it's impossible to read stuff quickly when you're like sitting at one point of the table. I can't read upside down that fast, and this is a speed game. We flip this up, and whoever says something first, you know, gets the card, and I'm like, well, that's not fair, you got it. I'm still trying to read it. I'm sorry, I'm not well versed at reading upside down. I haven't mastered that special ability yet. And because it's like a speed game where you're flipping them up and trying to say something really fast, it's stressful already, right? It's stressful to have to everybody's yelling out stuff at the same time, and then you add in upside down reading, and I'm like, this game just makes me angry. I can't read upside down as fast as you can read right side up. I'm sorry, I haven't learned that yet, okay? I don't even want pizza anymore. You can take your pizza and shove it. Next up, we have Scape Goat, and this is a really intriguing, clever game. I love the premise of this game. The premise is that one person is a scapegoat, but they don't know that they're the scapegoat. Everybody gets a secret key, and on your key, it'll say something like yellow is the scapegoat. But on yellow's key, it says red is the scapegoat, but nobody knows which one they get. Nobody knows who is the wrong person at first. So everybody is skeptical of everybody. Everybody's like, oh, am I the scapegoat? Or are you the scapegoat? Or who's the scapegoat? I'm trying to figure it out right now. And I love that premise of the game. But unfortunately, I think one of the most fun aspects of a game like this, I compare this to like The Chameleon or Detective Club. And I think one of the most fun aspects of games like that when somebody doesn't have all the information is that each person has the opportunity to BS and try to convince everybody else that they're not the person that doesn't have all the information. There is a chance for you to like wheel and deal and charm everybody into thinking that you're not the person that they want to convict. And unfortunately, this game just doesn't have that element to it. You know, because everybody doesn't know who everybody is, nobody knows that they need to like charm somebody or convince somebody, and you lose that aspect of the BSing in it. And to me, that's the most fun aspect of these types of games. So this is a social deduction game that loses the most fun aspect of social deduction games. All right, and last but not least, I have the game Shifting Stones. Shifting Stones, I think, is actually a pretty fun game until the scoring. And the scoring is so frustrating, it makes me not want to play the game. In the game, you are playing cards to move stones around, and then you will get points if you can put the stones in certain patterns that match cards that are in your hand. And that's a fun premise. It's fun to move things around and do stuff like that. But at the last step of the game, you could be winning the whole game, and you know some of the cards that you're trying to match will be worth like 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, 4 points, 5 points, and you'll be working really hard to like get a 4-point card, and then somebody else will just get a 1-point card and get a 1-point card, and at the end of the game there is a 3-point bonus for someone who gets the most 1-point cards. You're playing to like 10, so a 3-point bonus is huge. You can do everything right and be leading the entire game and go, I got a 3-pointer and a 4-pointer and a 3-pointer, and you only have a 2-pointer, a 2-pointer, a 1-pointer, a 1-pointer, a 1-pointer, and I've done all this work to get these high value cards, and I've been leading the entire game, and then oops, you have the most 1-point cards, so you get a 3-point bonus, and where I was going to beat you 10-8, now you just beat me 11-10 on the very last turn, and you've never led, and I don't like that, okay? It makes me mad, it makes me frustrated when I'm leading the entire game, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there's just this arbitrary bonus that gives you the win. Well, why? Okay, that's my question. Why? Why is there a 3-point bonus? I did all the work to win this game, and you just get this dumb bonus that comes out of nope, I don't want to play it. I'll play this game if we house rule it and you don't get that dumb bonus, okay? I beat you, I got a 4-point card, I'm better, no bonus for you. So those are 5 games that I didn't really care for that much.